bait right there.
What is up, fellas? So as you know, in the past, I worked with Nifty City and I put this HD screen in and their Android Auto system that works in conjunction with the stock radio. I absolutely love it. Honestly, it's like, if you want to keep the stock look and stuff, it's awesome. But I have a problem with this car, and I'm sure it's a problem with a lot of Zs, and that is these buttons down here, the knobs. Every single one of these knobs is finicky, and like, they don't, sometimes it turns the volume up, sometimes it down turns it up, and the same with the fan control. Watch. So I'm just turning it up right now. 7, 6, 6, 7, go down 6, 4, like you can see, it's finicky. And that's every one of the knobs. Every other button works good, but it's just these knobs, for some reason, they're finicky. And I reached out to Nifty City after that, and I was like, I would love to do a review of your Tesla screen if we can do that. And they told me no.
Yes, we love the video, but we don't need a review of that radio at this time. So if you would like to review it, you can buy it and do a review. John, did you see that unwrecked fella? He wanted the big radio. He's not that good.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, he's pretty good.
But he made fun of my mother. My mother.
I've met your mother, so yeah, I understand. So send him the radio.
Okay, I'll call him back.
Percy, send him the radio now, damn.
So here we are now today, and guess what? Now, if you're like me, you're looking at all of these harnesses and stuff, and you're going, gee whizzikers, gee golly gosh, I don't even know what that thing is. Yeah, there's a lot here. You do not use all of these, okay? You only use the ones that are specified for your vehicle, which I don't know which ones are. I'm waiting for them. They got to send me the manual. When you order, they send you the manuals in your email. Being that I did not order this and they sent it to me, I didn't get it. So I'm working on this without it at the moment, hoping I get it all wired up right. I watched a couple videos of other people doing it. Mine is a 2009. It has the Type 2 dash, but mine doesn't have a reverse camera. I do have a reverse camera on, and I'm not going to add a second camera on the back of my car. I just don't want two cameras hanging off the back. If you were to do that, you have to use this harness that plugs into the radio. You also use this harness, and then I don't know which one of them. One of these plugs into it for your backup camera. This thing also has SIM card capability in case you want to have internet built into it. You would plug this thing in. This opens up, and they give you SIM card adapters. You put a SIM card inside this, and then you have internet. As for the main wiring, this black plug right here is your main plug to the radio. It has a section that comes off of that. It goes down here to your controls. This is your speaker wire. I know that. Now, the only things I added in here was the microphone, USB, because mine does not have the factory USB plug. 4G thing. You know what? We don't need that. We're not using a SIM card. We got to get the dash apart, and we got to take which I'm not running factory stuff right now. I have Nifty City parts in there from their like factory style radio. So we're going to take that out, and we're going to put this in, and this is a big upgrade. I like it. Mainly, I'm interested in this because it has its own knobs, and I feel certain they're not going to work like the ones that are in my car now. Alright, so for education purposes, since I do not know what this is, I'm going to put it on here anyways. It's obviously an inline plug for this plug, because I had it on there. Yeah. Goes in right here, and then has the same plug on the other end. So, yeah, and I don't know what that goes to. But whatever, we're gonna put that in there for now. If it doesn't work right, we'll take it out. Alright, so the Z interior is actually really easy to take apart. Since we have the Nifty City unit in right now, I do have USB cables running out the sides. We're going to be redoing that with the new unit. But for time being, oh yeah, we got to take our shift knob off. You know, automatic's going to be different, but for the purpose of this video, this is what we have. Shift knob off, ring off, and then trim tool, snap up, unplug your connectors, voila! Then, screwdriver, one there, one here, there's two more here. This one, and this one. Oh, yep, that was it. Ta-da! Next, you're going to have this screw and this screw. Well, I'd say your trim tool. You don't really need the trim tool. You can get in around it after you pop those side pieces, and this is going to bring your whole trim off of here. You might need it for the top just to get it unclipped. Have a couple connectors, one for your airbags here and one for your start button, and then one more connector in the back for the controls here. Now this needs to be removed. The Nifty City unit I have right now is right here on top. The screen has to come out as well. Now there's a couple screws on that, and it clips in the top. Get this out. Okay. But now we need to get this unit out, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Unplug it. That was your climate control plug right there. Not a lot of room in here. This has to stay. This is the AC controls. it does have to stay. Screw on each side of it. And then we're just gonna set it in there. It doesn't need to be screwed in. It just needs to be connected. Okay, we gotta get rid of all the aftermarket stuff that we're currently running. Okay, that be gone. The ones with the felt on them are not factory. They're nice harnesses, but these are not factory harnesses. These are Nifty City harnesses. Alright, I thought I'd bring you inside for the time being. There's 4 screws in the back of that. Take them out, pop the vents out, and then the screen lays in there perfectly. So then we got to put the vents back in, and then the screws go down through the vent and the screen to hold it in place. Alright, so it appears that we do not need that stock radio unit that goes in. This is what goes in. Now, like I said, still don't know what that is, but we're going to figure it out when we get in there. The only other thing I got to route besides these USB cables is this microphone, because if you ever had a phone call with an aftermarket radio, if you do not have the microphone hooked up, it does not work that great. Should just be straight plug and play. So let's get this in the car. All right, as for grounding points, one of the stock screen brackets right here and right here go into a metal bracket in the back. And we should be able to put one of those screws back in and ground it to that. Now it's up against plastic, but still, being that it's a half lug, I can start the screw and then just slide it on there. I left my screwdriver in there. I'm gonna try to hook everything up. I don't know. It's definitely not near as much of a mess as what it was doing the other one and keeping everything in the car. So it looks like everything's kind of self-explanatory here. Alright, I'll get back to you. I gotta make sure I don't need another harness here. Wish me luck. The very first boot up, so obviously it's going to take longer. That's pretty sweet. Now we need to change our temperature. Let me mess around with this a little bit and then I'll show you some features after I learn them myself. Get it! Get it! So as you can tell, it is it's nighttime out now. I had a lot of problems figuring out which harness I needed to use, and that comes down to me not having the instructions. So if I had the manual, it probably would have went smooth. Did get it. I don't recommend trying to do it without the manual. They're supposed to give it to you whenever you get it or whenever you order it. So that shouldn't be an issue. It just was for me because I didn't actually order it. So, but yeah, I don't recommend it. Just getting ready to throw this back together, but I just, for the boys here. Okay. Oh!
So good.
Now, I had one slight hiccup with it today. Was not a bad situation. It blacked the screen out. There is a little reset button right there. If you have a SIM card tool, just stick it in there and it resets it. Now, they did send me the instructions. I do have a couple things I need to get back in the back of that and plug into the back of the radio. I think it was only one cord. I don't know what it affects, but it's working without it. That box that I didn't know what it was is like a filter. So if you plug it straight in and you get a little bit of static or a buzzing noise, then you plug that in and it brings the sound down, but you can adjust everything up and it sounds good. And I have it in right now and it sounds good, but I'm not sure when I get back in there I might take it out because I don't remember hearing a buzzing noise, and it was louder without it in. Works really good. The sound quality is really good. Responsiveness is really good. It's not laggy at all. I haven't had any problems with my AC controls or anything like that. Everything works good. You want to make sure that factory amp is turned off. There's a setting in there for factory amp. Turn it off and it makes it sound a lot better. Now this will automatically switch from day to night mode when you put the lights on. And you see how everything went dark. My ambient lights come on. The ambient lighting you can change. You go into ambient light set and you can change your colors in here. I just like the orange because it closely matched the already gauges in here. So went with orange. And once you do get it working, you want to go into your settings and change everything from metric to US. That'll change your temperature things down here to Fahrenheit. That's saying you're in America. I changed my launcher to the original launcher so that I could put, you know, like a home screen on, and then I downloaded Zedge and just downloaded a background for on here. Just a standard one, you know, nothing fancy. But as you can see, it's very, very responsive. Let's close out of there. One screen, back to the other screen. Let's go into Zedge. Open that up. I can find different wallpapers. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty easy. Just close out of that. Go to wallpapers. Type in 370Z. Go to the wallpaper collection and pick yourself a wallpaper for the background. You know, if you want to customize it, I just thought that was pretty quick and easy to do. Just like that, I changed my background. Kind of like the other one better, I think. Another thing we can do, you go into DSP, and that's going to be your sound settings. I found mine has the Bose stereo and the sub in the back. I found that turning the gain down a little bit on the front gives it more sound to the rear, then gives you more bass. I mean, you can leave it, zero it out the whole way around, but more bass comes out of the front speakers. And I kind of wanted the sub to hit a little bit more, so you have that. You can move where the sound is centered at. This is for if you have an aftermarket sub hooked up or amplifier or something like that, because that does nothing for me. And then here's your equalizer, and you can see I have them kind of maxed out pretty good, but that's how it sounds good for me. As for the screen being this big, whenever you do Android Auto, you can run 2 full apps at the same time. So I can have my Waze up top, have Spotify at the bottom, and I can have a full screen, or I can do the full map with Spotify down here real small and the temperature on the other side. It's very, very nice. It's absolutely worth the money for this unit. And right now, of course, when I'm doing this video right now, it's Black Friday. You can have this thing for under $1,000. So I don't know what kind of deal they're going to give me on this for advertisement, but I know Christmas is coming up, and I'm wondering if they're going to have another sale on these. Fixed my button issue. Here's my temperature right here. You can see it changes my temperature. This is my fan speed right there, and then this is my volume control. Everything works the way it's supposed to, and I like it. But if you do want to get one of these units, head over to niftycity.com and pick yourself up one of these units. If they give me a discount code, I will put it in the description below. They might already have discounts on their website, and you don't even need my code. So, thanks for watching this video. Smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom likes them big. And quick to respond. Smooth to the touch. Long and strong. And we'll see you on the next episode
On Wrecked.
This should be like outtakes at the end of the video. Yeah! Hello, gents. Here's me ugly face. Ta-ta!
How you doing? Silly. You're being peaceful right now. Tried to tear the Christmas tree down earlier, didn't you? Didn't you? You don't want to talk about it. You didn't touch the Christmas tree. No. You were good. Christmas tree monster number 2. Why? Why we attack the Christmas tree? Presidente Stewman. Can we say bye-bye?